Genesis 31 through 2. When Rachel saw that she bore Jacob no children, she envied her sister. She said to Jacob,
"Give me children, or I shall die."
Jacob's anger was kindled against Rachel, and he said,
Am I in the place of God, who has withheld from you the fruit of the womb?
Genesis 30:3 through 4. Then she said,
"Here is my servant Bilhah. Go into her, so that she may give birth on my behalf, that even I may have children through her."
So she gave him her servant Bilhah as a wife, and Jacob went into her. Genesis 35 through 6. And Bilhah conceived and bore Jacob a son. Then Rachel said,
God has judged me, and has also heard my voice, and given me a son.
Therefore she called his name Dan. Genesis 37 through 8. Rachel's servant Bilhah conceived again and bore Jacob a second son. Then Rachel said,
With mighty wrestlings I have wrestled with my sister, and have prevailed.
So she called his name Naphtali. Genesis 39 through 13. When Leah saw that she had ceased bearing children, she took her servant Zilpah and gave her to Jacob as a wife. Then Leah's servant Zilpah bore Jacob a son, and Leah said,
Good fortune has come.
So she called his name Gad. Leah's servant Zilpah bore Jacob a second son, and Leah said,
Happy am I, for women have called me happy.
So she called his name Asher. Genesis 30:14 through 16. In the days of wheat harvest, Reuben went and found mandrakes in the field and brought them to his mother Leah. Then Rachel said to Leah,
Please give me some of your son's mandrakes.
But she said to her,
Is it a small matter that you have taken away my husband? Would you take away my son's mandrakes also?
Rachel said,
Then he may lie with you tonight in exchange for your son's mandrakes.
When Jacob came from the field in the evening, Leah went out to meet him and said,
You must come into me, for I have hired you with my son's mandrakes.
So he lay with her that night. Genesis 30:17 through 21. And God listened to Leah, and she conceived and bore Jacob a fifth son. Leah said,
God has given me my wages because I gave my servant to my husband.
So she called his name Issachar. And Leah conceived again, and she bore Jacob a sixth son. Then Leah said,
God has endowed me with a good endowment. Now my husband will honor me because I have borne him 6 sons.
So she called his name Zebulun. Afterwards she bore a daughter and called her name Dinah. Genesis 30:22 through 24. Then God remembered Rachel, and God listened to her and opened her womb. She conceived and bore a son and said,
God has taken away my reproach.
And she called his name Joseph, saying,
May the Lord add to me another son.